guys, you're okay. I'm back in another video, and today we're doing our ramblings of a WWE fan, which, I don't know, I've been thinking about, switching out the names, but I'm really just a WWE fan, so maybe not. First off, let's give it for the divas. Let's give it for the divas. Specifically, Nikki Bella, because a lot of folks was doubting when she came back, her skills. They were doubting what type of things she's going to be doing in the ring, and look, I think she had one of the matches of the night on Raw. She'd been giving out really consistent matches, and that one incident is like literally everybody does things differently, and who knows? It's a two-person. We're not gonna go back to that. But what I'm gonna say is this: Nikki Bella is that girl still. Okay, argue with your mama, don't argue with me, cause I got the facts. And it's not even like she wants to have her ego stroked. She's literally working and getting pinned by somebody in their first year on the main roster. Not many people will be willing to do that at such a stage. Like, she's a Hall of Famer. Not many people are willing to do that coming back. They want to win their matches or not always be the one getting pinned. She getting pinned 2 weeks in a row by the same person. Not many people would agree with that from her stature. Like, she gets all the 10s. She gets the 10s from me, man. Another thing, Jey USO and public opinion. That's a big one. Like, that man cannot catch a break when it comes to people, and I don't know what it really is. I understand, like, your favorite wrestler may not be where you want them to be, because honestly, I get it. I understand it. NAOMI gang, we were fighting for our life for a very long time. But at the same time, you see how people get excited when Jey USO is in a match, and you see the fact that his merch was selling off crazy even before TKO. When somebody sold a lot of merch, when somebody was getting the reaction he's getting, they're going to be on TV. They're going to have... And then I just think with his longevity and the fact that he's been associated with a world title for so long, that's why he's getting those positions. And truth be told, I think it's a double-edged sword, because yes, he is deserving of those opportunities, but at the same time, I understand people might get tired of seeing him. And when he gets there, I don't know if y'all gonna I don't know if that respect is gonna be there. I just don't. And it's getting sad. I hope he's not turning into Drew McIntyre, that guy that, well, it's not the same as Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre really deserves that belt, that title. He really deserves that title. And Jey, he already had his time. He had a moment. He had a recent moment, and it wasn't as long as we wanted it to be, but it wasn't disrespectful. Drew McIntyre had not even 5 minutes. I don't know how long he got, and he's still been getting drugged through the dirt. So, 2 different things I know, but y'all be getting real serious when it comes to Jey USO. Like, I thought he kicked y'all cat or y'all dog or something. That's how crazy y'all get. And I ain't even the most diehard Jey USO fan now. I roll with Jey USO, but at the same time, if we on the line and there's people in front of him, I might pick the people in front of him. I might, personally. But I'm still not gonna go as crazy as y'all be going. Y'all be going insane. I'm like, do y'all not realize these folks are humans and they be feeling a type of way? Now, I get, in person, all that stuff. You're a part of the crowd. So I truly believe if you're a part of the crowd, as long as you don't say anything disrespectful, as in like, your mama look ugly, your daddy suck. Well, even for him, that's kind of a part of the gimmick probably. But still, if you go hard, deep, and like, hey, you're trash, you should kill yourself, stuff like that, you're going too far. The normal, like, oh, you suck, that's fine. You're in the crowd. I get that. And I like that, because at the end of the day, they want people to say stuff. Now, if you're like literally loud, belligerent, then that's when you need to stop. That's when you need to look in the mirror and think, I really don't know Jey USO. Let me not do that. Or I really don't know so-and-so. Let me not do that. Because at the end of the day, this might get to them. And that honestly might end up getting to him one of these days. It might. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, looking at that bank account, maybe he's like, it's fine, and go home to his family. It's fine. It don't matter. But at the same time, respect needs to be given to them, because at the end of the day, they are 24/7 working, putting their bodies on the line, like 360 days, 300 more days than we are, more days than we are, putting our bodies on the line for somebody else's entertainment. So let's just learn not to cross them lines, because a lot of people been crossing the lines with Jade Cargill. And again, I ain't a diehard. I like Jade Cargill a lot, but I still, even when she was doing the beef with Naomi, and it was a kind of like a joke, you know, it was chill. But since she been going against Tiffany Stratton, things been getting a lot ugly. And I hate the fact that Tiffany Stratton hasn't said, like, whoa, calm down. Calm down. This is character work, you know, because she's the good guy, technically. But she still ain't saying nothing. You shouldn't have somebody say something to you, but at the same time, something needs to be said. And it's disappointing, and I don't like the fact that she hasn't said nothing for somebody that's her coworker. It's real weird and suspicious, and I don't like it at all. A lot of people been saying that LA Knight is on somebody's bad side because he ain't been on Raw and stuff. I personally just think they're trying to make it easy for you guys to see the fact that he's not gonna get that world title. So they're trying to make it easier on y'all, so y'all don't get y'all hopes up, because y'all been getting y'all hopes up, and it's never been their plans to put a world title on him this year. Maybe they changed they could change something up in December, but it ain't looking like it's LA Knight's time, and they just trying to make it easier on y'all. And truth be told, y'all just need to catch the signals, catch the signs. It's not gonna be LA Knight's time. It's not gonna be his time right now. It ain't. Okay, it's okay though. He's still a good wrestler. It's just genuinely not his time now. On SmackDown, maybe he can do an open challenge. Maybe he can do one of Dragon House open challenges. It's gonna suck if he lose, but at the same time, maybe that'll make y'all happier. I don't know. It's just, it ain't his time. It ain't his time. He could be one of the opponents for the Last Chance tournament. I don't need him to win though, because I'd rather not see that match. That ain't gonna hit. Like, it needs to be somebody younger, and I'm not an ageist. I don't like to get along with age, but John Cena literally said, I'm trying to give an opportunity to somebody like I was given. You're not giving, like, John Cena was given this opportunity in his 20s. A 40-year-old getting an opportunity when he's been in the talks of getting opportunities? No. And people been bringing up Edge, baby. Edge can stay where he at. If y'all was gonna have them go against each other, that ain't the day. That ain't the day. Y'all can go to the dungeon and go live and do something, because I'm not trying to see that. Not for the last match. I'm good. I've seen an Edge and John Cena match. We can leave it in the past. There ain't gonna be no nostalgia acts. I want to see somebody really get an opportunity that they can take like John did. And y'all know who my picks is. Now, Obafemi, he a good pick. And honestly, I'd like to see that. He's number 3 on my list, though. He's number 3 on my list because Oba's introduction to the main roster, I want to see him run through somebody. I don't want to see him give a match. I don't want to see that. I want to see him run. Like, literally, when I say run through, I mean Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. 5 minutes. But I don't want John Cena's last match to be 5 minutes, so I'm good. Carmelo Hayes, of course, is my number 1 pick because he was the number 1 draft pick. So he's my number 1 pick. The second person, I said it was Dom. And I'm still going on with Dom. It could be Javon Evans, too. It could be Javon Evans there. I ain't gonna front. It could be Javon Evans. Javon Evans. Or maybe somebody said Austin Theory. And truth be told, I would have been fine with that. But he already had his John Cena match. I'm good. You know, you've won already against John. I don't need to see you win again against John. I'm good on that. I was thinking about in my head about Solo, but Solo had his match already. I'm good. I don't want to see anybody who's had a match with John Cena already get there. Like a lot of people, Sheamus. I'm good. Good. We're gonna get this over with. Triple H said at whatever thing he was saying that when it comes to booking matches, they be looking at stories. Not always about what's gonna be the fire or best technical match, but the stories. Sir, the best stories really ain't been fully, it ain't been fully gone through for real. It be getting cut off and then you have a match. And then the storyline gets messed up. Like what story? What story? Like, and it's very interesting that he said it's about the story and not always about a more technical match, because WWE has been trying its hardest to be a sport. Like not a sport. I'm sorry, that's a wrong way of saying it. It's trying to be like an NFL, NBA, MIL, stuff like that. It's not that. It's trying to be in that range. And I picked up on that in the UFC. It's not that. So them trying to cater to those folks, but saying all the time, oh, it's about the main story, you're contradicting yourself, because their stories, their stories on the NBA and stuff like that, it's about rivalry. It ain't about talking. It's about rivalry and what you're doing on the court. So if we really want to get back into big storylines, good storylines that's going to carry a match no matter what happens in that ring, which is why I truly believe in my heart of hearts that they could really pull a Rock and Roman right now. Even if, like, they could. In my heart, I know it would be a good match because of the emotion. The way that they've been trying to pull away from the soap opera-ness of wrestling, I do not know if we really are going to go back to like what the Bloodline was giving us. Now, Dominic and Ray had one of the best promos of the year. Same thing with Naomi, and Bianca, which honestly, people were talking about the best heel turns, and the fact that nobody brought up Naomi in that whole Twitter thing is a crime. Because if I may be so bold, she was the best women's superstar of all year. And again, if I may be so bold, she's contending for the best superstar of the year. Don't care nothing about what the heck Becky Lynch was talking about with the list, because the list don't mean nothing. I don't care what Tiffany Stratton been doing with her 200 days. That don't mean nothing. I don't care about Cody Rhodes. That don't mean nothing. I don't care about none of that. None of that. They weren't doing the same number. They weren't doing what my girl was doing all year. And they weren't. So she's really been she really took it. And even now, she's out on maternity leave. She over here talking it up with Drew McIntyre, making some beef. Like, who do you know is doing stuff like that? Who do you know is doing something like that? When Jade and Naomi were not getting time on TV to actually fully develop their story, which I might say, like, that's an example of the fact, like, Triple H ain't really trying to get back to soap opera-ness. If he was, that story would have been fully said. Everything they said on Twitter, they would have did that on TV, on live. But that's not they need to start letting that happen. Because that is what made that whole thing as more interesting over time, when they weren't getting that same TV time. And not many wrestlers are going to be as innovative in doing that. So that's why she's getting all intense for the year. And that's why I think best heel turn of the year. Like, the Vision, they ain't really, that's a whole nother conversation. But y'all let me know if there's anything else y'all want to talk about wrestling wise. I will be in the comments with you. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.